Assalamu alaikum. Peace, everybody. It's Nyla, Coach Nyla. One of the co-founders of Outstanding Personal Relationships, outstandingpersonalrelationships.com, where we help people have great relationships and strive to have amazing, outstanding, fulfilling relationships, whether they're monogamy or polygyny. And okay, so and if you guys want to find out more about that and more information, check us out, outstandingpersonalrelationships.com, and check out our Outstanding Personal Relationships RMIC, which is the Relationship Mastery Inner Circle, at outstandingpersonalrelationships.com/RM for relationship mastery. So today, this live, I actually had some, I was watching a few things and I was thinking of something. I was watching a number of things with on Black Love, watching some different like episodes. Just I like Black Love stuff. Not only do I like Black Love stuff, I like relationship stuff. I love watching different things, and I love watching just different things. Whether even if the relationship is not the best relationship, or the way things they have some ups and downs in the movie or the documentary or whatever it is that I'm watching, when it's something that's more realistic, meaning that they have some ups and downs, they have some challenges and things like that, I really get into it because I like things that are very realistic, or at least we all have challenges in our lives. In order to have an outstanding relationship, in order to have a great relationship, amazing relationship, everything doesn't have to be all peaches and cream, sunshine and rainbows and roses and things like that. I'm trying to see if I can get a little bit more light up in here. Anyway, so one of the things, though, I was thinking about when I was thinking about relationships and thinking about relationships as a woman, marriages, things as far as that, even when it comes to polygyny, I was thinking about one of the main things that women are taught, and that I've been taught to, that I've heard throughout my life, that has really caused some issues. That's caused issues with people that I know, which caused issues with me growing up, which caused a lot of these different things. One was, sorry guys, give me a second. I just want to make sure things are right here. Righty, make sure. Give me one quick second. Alrighty. All right, there we go. All right, so one of the things, Assalamu alaikum, peace. Hey everybody. So one of the things is this, or the one thing, and it's not the only thing, but one thing that's been causing a lot of issues and a lot of problems with women in relationships is the thing that is taught of making sure, or you have to do whatever you need to do to make sure the man does not want anybody else. If you guys have heard that, definitely let me know. Put it down in the comments in the chat. And I'm going to tell you why that is an issue, why that's something that is actually a problem. Because and not just a problem within our marriages, not just a problem within, our romantic relationships, but a problem in our relationships, period. Even our relationships with ourselves. Why is that a problem? If we are told, well, as a woman, make sure that, you are this type of person, that he does not want anybody else, Do these things, be this person, be this way, do this stuff so he doesn't work, that he doesn't want anybody else. Okay. We can't control anybody else. We can't control who somebody else wants. However, this is the thing, when I start thinking about it a little bit more, and I was thinking about what would I teach my daughter, and being a woman who's in polygyny, that's not, we talk about minding your marriage, and we train on minding your marriage and things like that, because that is one of the main things of minding your marriage, minding your relationship with yourself, minding your relationship with your spouse, minding your relationships. You can only control what you can control. You can only control you. So instead of it being, make sure that you are that person that make sure you do the things that you need to do, and make sure he doesn't want anyone else, you're setting yourself up for failure, because you can't control who he wants, what he wants, or anything like that. However, what you can control, or at least what you can work on, is making yourself more attractive. What you can work on is making sure that he wants you. That's the thing. First and foremost, make sure you're choosing properly. Make sure you're choosing right, not just, not caring about your value or anything like that. You have to know what your value is. You have to know what your value is. You have to work on that, improve on that, and be happy and loving to yourself. Do that stuff first before you expect anybody to bestow any of that extra stuff on you. You have to make sure you're loving you. Make sure you are the best you can possibly be. And then you work on having that amazing, great relationship by focusing on your relationship. Not being so tied up in the mindset or the thought that, well, I don't want him to want anybody else. Because seriously, men are polygynous by nature. They are. Whether we want to believe it or not, there are a number of things about men that we don't get, that we don't understand, just like it's a number of things about us that they don't get and they don't understand. However, we complement each other. And we complement each other because it was designed that way. So, to try to compete with one another, to try to make the other one like the other, make a man like a woman or a woman like a man, it goes against nature. It goes against nature. So even understanding, because if you listen, this is the thing, and I teach on this and train on this a lot, about really listening and listening to understand the other person, listening to understand the other sex. Because once we do that, and once we understand that we are not the same, we may have some similarities, but we are not the same. Once we understand those things, it makes it a whole lot easier, because we're not constantly butting our heads against each other. We're not bumping our heads against the wall, trying to get someone to be something that they are not naturally. So the thing is, more often of doing what you need to do to make yourself more attractive, doing what you need to do to make sure that person wants you and you want you. When it comes down to that, this is something that messes up a number of relationships. It messes up a number of relationships. I mean, as far as, let's talk about messing up the relationship within ourselves, because we're too busy worried about, well, I'm not good enough, or what if someone is out there better, or something like that. So it destroys our self-esteem, our self-worth. But then sometimes we turn around and say, well, this person did this to me, or they made me feel this way. No, we made ourselves feel this way because we were too busy trying to control something we could not control. So let me know in the comments below, do you guys get what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that you are taking care of yourself, making sure you are being the attractive person you could be. And this is the interesting thing too, because people will be quick to say, and I've heard many women say this, that's why I'm not, this is not me speculating. This is, women have said, well, why do I have to do this for him? Why do I have to change for him? Why can't he do these things for me? Here's the thing. If we want something, if this is something that we want and we desire, we must become we must become the thing or the person or be attractive, become this attractive person to attract what we want. That's the us being fluid. Now, we wouldn't say that if we were trying to get $1 million or $10 million or whatever we were trying to get, or Bitcoin or whatever the case may be right now. We would not say, well, why do I have to change in order to get this money? Why do I have to be something different? We know that if it's something that we want, it's called growth. If it's something that we want and we know we have to become better in order to get it, then we're going to work on being better to get it. So if that's the case, then why is it something different when it comes to the relationship that we want? Why is it different if we want a loving, caring husband as a, as a wife, as a woman? We want that thing, and we know what it takes to have a loving, caring husband because these men are actually telling us what it takes. Are we listening? Are we really listening? Or are we just saying, you know what, it can't be that? Why can't it be what I want? Why can't I be this person and you be okay with me being this person? And then, it works. Now, it may work out that way. It may work out that way. But we want men to be a certain way. Men are saying, well, why you want me to be this? Why you want me to be this provider dude? Why you want me to make this, be the person that makes the money? Why can't you be the one? We wouldn't settle for that. That's not something that we would want. So if we want a husband that is a provider, a protector, and everything like that, we expect him to become that man. Even if he's not that man now, we want him to become that man. So why is it an issue if our husbands or husbands to be, or, a man that we want to be with, say, you know what? This is what I prefer. This is what I want. This is, what women, this is what is desired or desirable in a woman. Why is that an issue when it comes to what they want, but it's not an issue when it comes to what we want? These are my questions that I'm asking because I hear it a lot. I hear it a lot from different women who say, well, why can't he just be this way? And I'm pretty sure a lot of men feel the same way. Well, why she just can't be this way? But see, the difference is this. Men understand that women are complicated. Men understand that women make a plan, but women are what they are and what we are. And they understand that. And they know what they want and they know what they desire, and they are willing to accept what they accept, or they're willing to not deal with it. See, we as women, on the other hand, we're willing to probably fuss and fight and balk and complain and everything like that when it goes against our nature as a nurturing being, because of a lot of different stereotypes, a lot of different societal things that's being pushed on us, like the whole feminism type thing, where it's, the independent woman type thing. And it's okay to be able to take care of things. It's okay to be able to have money and make money and know how to do these things and value your brains and beauty and all of that. Be that total package. See, that's the thing, be that total package. Now, you be that total package for you. You be the brains and the strong, I know how to do and take care of myself type woman for you. But when it comes down to being attractive to your spouse or being attractive to a mate, think about what it is that they desire as well. It's not taken away from you. It doesn't take away from you from wanting to be this strong person, this beautiful person. It doesn't take away from you to be that person, as well as the submissive person. This person that says, you know what would my husband like? And I'm willing to be that. I'm willing to be that as well. And it doesn't take away from me. It doesn't make me weak. It doesn't take away from my strength, my femininity, or anything like that, by being a person that is the comfort and support to the person that I love. That's the things that I feel that is a lost art. Back in the day, you had women who were very, they really cared about how they look, and not doing a lot of the fake and phony stuff, on the contouring and everything like that. That's a whole nother conversation for a whole other video and a whole other live, because a lot of that, you don't know if it's a man trying to be a woman, or if it's a woman that's taking on what men said is supposed to, or gay men or whatever, to say that this is what beauty looks like. So, but that's a whole, like I said, a whole other subject for something else. But back in the day, you saw women who were okay with, and not even okay, they loved caring for their family. They knew that that was power in that role. They didn't feel like they were less than by supporting their husband when he, and making sure that he had a nice, beautiful, warm, comforting, supporting home to come home to be at, to relax at, to come home to. But then it said, well, it's so many things that happen. Those who know it's a lot of stuff in the past that created where we are now. And sometimes we are just so stuck in that. And then we're just going through the motions that we forget that this is the very thing that is tearing up our families. This division is tearing our families up. It's tearing our relationships up. And they're saying, well, why are, their divorce, the divorce rate is this way and this high and that. A lot of the stuff comes from us not being where, a lot of it comes from where we are not going back to the basics. A lot of it comes from where we are not really embracing and loving and enjoying our roles. Yes, I know some people say, oh, Coach Nyla is going to try to set women back 50 years or whatever the case may be. If that's how you feel, so be it. I know that I'm happy and fulfilled and all that other good stuff. And I know that people who take this stuff serious when it comes to being nurturing and supportive and being feminine, when women do that and take that very serious, they get that love and support and that comfort. Those are the things that soften the hearts of men. Men don't want to fight with their women. Men don't want to compete with their women. Men have this desire to be protectors, to be providers, to be men of value. Men have that desire, but we're taking that away when we say, well, it got to be my way or no way. We take that away when we say, well, I want to make sure I have my this and my that and everything like that. And then where do the kids fall into place? Because usually, people want they want the family. It's the family dynamic. Some people may marry they just want to get married, but people usually marry because they want a family, a legacy. And what happens when there's no one there to build the family? What happens when there's not a woman there to nurture and teach and help raise the kids to be, better people in society? And I'm not taking that away from the men at all, because they do that as well. However, as I stated before, things are the way they are. Nature is what it is. When we buck against nature, when we fight against nature, this is what we have. We have heavy domestic violence, domestic abuse. We have single parent homes. We have women that's becoming escorts and strippers and all. It's a lot of craziness and chaos, because a lot of things are mixed up and messed up, and we're not going back to the basics and say, okay, what do we do best? What has nature intended us to do? And don't get me wrong, yes, I make an income and I know how to make income. I know how to trade. I know how to do a lot of stuff when it comes to money and everything like that. And I talk about that and I train on that and why that's important for a woman and for a wife in our RMIC program. And if you want more information on that, give me a second, guys. If you want more information on that, go to outstandingpersonalrelationships.com/RM for relationship mastery. So I talk about why that's important and that it is important. So I'm not taking that away from anyone. However, when it comes to the point of us having to figure out where our priorities lie, and then how to work those priorities into our relationships, to make sure that we have outstanding, fulfilling relationships all around the board, where we feel fulfilled as women, as wives, where our husbands are feeling fulfilled as husbands, as the men, as the leaders of the household and as leaders of the family, and the children feel loved and supported and protected, and that they have what they're supposed to have between both parents. And if they're in polygyny, multiple parents, because, it takes a village. So the main thing is definitely the not the being attractive, is being attractive. And how do you be attractive? It's not just about you when it's in your relationships. Not saying it's not about you. I'm saying it's not just about you. Figure out what your spouse wants. Figure out what they desire. Figure out what these men desire. The ones that you are willing to attract. If you are not in a relationship, if you are not in a marriage. And don't throw yourself out there and throw yourself around and decrease your value because you don't know where you want to go. Focus on you, work on yourself, and work on having that stability, because we got to look at what the long, the bigger picture. The bigger picture is not just us. It's not just about just the single person. The bigger picture is about the legacy that we want to leave behind, the legacy we want to have, the relationships we want to build, the relationships we want to enjoy and foster. And how you do that is get a lot of the destructive teachings out of our system. We have to, as adults, we have to start thinking as adults. And I say, well, this is how I was taught, so this is just the way it is. We have brains, so we have to figure out, is this working? And if it's not, we need to find something better. And I've noticed that the whole thing of, making sure that someone doesn't want anybody else, that causes a lot of stress and strain and unnecessary drama on a person, on their self-esteem, on their relationship, and it trickles down and it snowballs into something much bigger because of that. So make sure that you are making yourself more attractive. You are focusing on building a better you, creating a better you, so you can attract that better lifestyle, that better relationship, that better marriage, and that better legacy. So you guys got some great information from this. Make sure you are visiting us at outstandingpersonalrelationships.com, and you guys want to sign up for the Relationship Mastery Inner Circle, where we go deep on these different topics and we train on these and help you have a outstanding relationship with yourself, relationship with your spouse, relationship with your children. That's outstandingpersonalrelationships.com/RM for Relationship Mastery. I'm just going to check some of the comments, see if there are any questions here. I'm Muslim, so I follow the Quran. I follow you guys. Alhamdulillah. I'm just looking for questions. If you guys have any questions, just make sure you put question marks. Okay. Alhamdulillah, that's about it. So yes, guys, another thing, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the like button, because we do this and we try to reach as many people as we possibly can. And the only way we can actually do that is that if you guys share this information. So make sure you are sharing this information. Make sure you're pressing the like button. The algorithms love it when you you hit that like button. So make sure you hit the like, you share this video, and you subscribe to our channel, because we do go live every week, and we do upload videos every single week as well. So you want to make sure that you're notified, so you hit that bell as well. Yeah, your girl got bars. So make sure you do that, and make sure you are growing intentionally, loving fearlessly, and connecting on a higher level every single day. Until next time, and until we see you in the programs, assalamu alaikum. Peace.